Hello, today I'm going to teach you our second lesson for the class for the sound E. So first we're going to review our vowels for the short and long sounds. So we learned that a vowel has two sounds. A vowel can have a short sound and a vowel can have a long sound. So when a vowel has a long sound, it says its name. So today we're going to be learning about the long and short sounds for E. So for short E, it makes the sound E. So we don't hear E. So that means that it's a short E. So some examples for short E are elephant, net, cherry, pen. So we only hear the short E sound. For the long E though, we hear E. So some examples are eagle, leaf, reed, puppy. So we hear the long E. So we hear the E as the sound. So now I'm going to show you some different ways to write the long E. So there are many different ways to write the long E. And then, so the first one is just E. So we hear the long sound E. Some examples are be, me, we, she, he, or even. So we hear the long sound E in that E. So another way is E, then another letter, and then E. So some examples are Eve, these, theme, and gene. So you hear that even when we write more than one E, you only hear the long sound E. So another way is IE. So an example is teeth, brief, peace. You can hear that it's always the long sound E, just the E. So when you write two E's, you can also hear the long sound E. See, be, feed, and meet are all examples for the EE, which is a different way to write the long sound E. So EA is another way to write the long sound E. For eat, see, and P, you can all hear the long sound E, even though we write E and A. For E and I, that's another way. So ceiling, either, received are all ways that you hear the long sound E. So even though we write E and I, you only hear the long sound E. For E and Y, that's another different way to write the long sound E. So you hear key, valley, money. So that's all the long sound E. So you can only hear the long sound E. And then we see Y. So we don't see the E, but we only see the Y. So even though we don't write the E, this is still another way to write the long sound E. So candy, baby, chili, sunny are all different ways to write the long sound E, but it doesn't have the E in it. So now we also did a exercise at the class. So we had to unscramble the word, and then we wrote the long E word that we unscrambled to complete this sentence. So we wrote pea, peach, wheel, beads, meat, and other words, but you can all hear that it's only the long E words. So we also assigned a homework for the class. So this is the homework. So these are the words. And then you had to color the clouds that have the long E word in blue. So you only color the long E words. For the short E words in this homework, you don't have to do anything. So this is the long E lesson, the short E and long E lesson. I hope you all understand